Let's also focus on the NSE semi-annual index rebalancing that we talked about. Like I mentioned, it's effective from September 30th, brings in significant changes to major indices based on 6-month average free float market capitalization as well as liquidity. So, Amit, tell us all of those important details there.
There's multiple changes that have been announced by NSE for a few of its indices. If you look at these changes will be effective from the 30th of September, and the passive inflow and outflow regarding these changes is expected to happen on September 29. So a key date for the investor should be September 29 because that is when the action will happen in these stocks. Now, what are the major changes that they have announced in the indices? For Nifty 50, they have announced 2 changes. Nifty Next 50, we are seeing around 4 changes. Nifty Bank and the Nifty IT Index, there are no changes in both the indices. And when it comes to Nifty Mid Cap 150 and Nifty Small Cap 250, there are around 13 and 23 changes that NSE has announced for these indices. Now, for the major indices, if you look at the inflow and outflow data for Nifty, on the inclusion side, it's IndiGo and Max Health. $537 million of inflows is expected in IndiGo, and for Max Health around 412 million. Now, that is nearly 10 to 14 times the 20-day moving average. On the exclusion side, it's Hero Motor and IndusInd Bank. Outflow is expected to be anywhere between 230 to 300 million US, which is nearly 5 times the 20-day moving average. Now, when it comes to the Nifty Next 50, Solar Industries, Siemens Energy, Mazgaon Dock and Hindustan Zinc are getting included, and the inflows are expected to be anywhere between 30 to 60 million US, which is nearly 1 to 3 times the 20-day moving average. And when it comes to the exclusion side, again, IndiGo is moving out of the Nifty Next 50 to Nifty 50. So there would be some outflow in Nifty Next 50 for IndiGo, around 180 million US. For Dabur, ICICI Prudential Life and Swiggy, they are moving out of Nifty Next 50, and the outflows are expected to be anywhere between 30 to 50 million US, which is nearly 0.4 to 7 times the 20-day moving average. Now, apart from this, the global index provider, that is FTSE, has also announced changes to its all-world index, and around 8 Indian stocks are getting included. Now, these changes will be effective from September 19th and September 22nd, and the inflow and outflow regarding this will happen on September 19th. Now, we do not have the exact data of how much passive inflow or outflow we can see here, but these are the stocks that are getting added. Godfrey Phillips, JK Cement, MCX, Narayana Health, Indian Overseas Bank, Authum Investment, Hexaware Tech and Chola Finance.
All right, then. Thank you